Pterodactyl sightings in Los Angeles. These are some of the encounters people have had with apparent living pterosaurs in Los Angeles County. Number 1. The lady is anonymous but leaves us the following testimony.
I am 38 years old and a very sensible woman, with an education and skeptical mind. This bird is real and now in a very populated area. At 11:45 a.m., I was sitting under my gazebo in Lakewood, California. My dog started going crazy barking. I walked out from under the awning and lost my breath. I saw this huge, dragon pterodactyl-looking thing.
The lady clearly saw the flying creature here, perched on the phone line. It may have been like the pterosaur seen in Cuba in the 1960s and early 70s. The animal probably flies through this storm channel at night. The lady drew a rough sketch of the end of its tail. Under the phone line is this channel. A game camera was placed there, but it failed to photograph any pterosaur. But the sister of that lady saw the camera and asked about it. She then reported her own sighting of something like a dragon flying near that same storm channel, but about 3 years earlier. That sighting by the sister was at about 11 at night, but she told nobody about that strange flying creature until she heard about her sister's more recent encounter with a, quote, dragon pterodactyl, unquote. Sighting number 3 was east of Griffith Park in Los Angeles. 3, quote, dragons, unquote, flew over the I-5 freeway. It was at 6:10 a.m. near this part of the Los Angeles River. This is the lady's email.
This morning I saw 3 dragons flying over the 5 North Freeway between Griffith Park and Glendale. Their wings were long, angular, and pointed, and their tails had triangular points.
Sighting number 3 was less than a year after number 1. Sighting number 4 was only a few weeks after number 3 and less than 2 miles away. Devin Rodriguez reported, quote, I'm almost positive what I saw fly over the freeway was not a bird of any kind, not a feather in sight, unquote. Sighting number 5 was on the other side of Griffith Park to the west of it. Quote, on March 24, 2018, at about 2:30 p.m., I saw what I would call a pterosaur heading south on Barham Road. Then it glided directly over me, and I recognized what it was immediately. Were these sightings from a recent migration of pterodactyls from Mexico? No, they've been here a long time. Flying dinosaur in California. Quote, in 2005, I saw 2 pterosaurs flying, neither flapping their wings until almost out of sight. They were almost straight above me. It was as if I stepped into a portal of time long ago. I knew exactly what they were. Birds I learned about in school growing up, one that's been extinct for millions of years. My guess is the wingspan of the first and larger one was about 14 foot. They seemed to be going directly to Lake San Vicente. My brain raced trying to make sense of what was clearly passing right before my eyes. I had never heard of anyone claiming to have seen one of these. This sighting was so unbelievable that I decided to forget about it for some years. This is odd for me because of how profound this was for me. It was so clear and close, and something I would never forget. Over a decade goes by and I see something on TV or heard on the radio about all these open sightings. I suddenly froze as those memories flooded through my mind, unquote.